All right, this is Nate Riggs, nateriggs.com, and I'm here with Josh Platt at MediaSource. This is a Grandview-based media agency in and around Columbus. And what's really interesting here is that this sits in the old Grandview Theater. This is your corporate office. Can you tell me a little bit of the story behind the building?
Sure, it's the old Arlington Theater.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Arlington Theater.
It was built in 1935, and so the irony is that it started life as a media production company of sorts, or media distribution company, and remains so today. It started off as the Arlington Theater, single-screen movie theater built in 1935, and we've retained some of the architectural elements of it. The projection booth and some of the Art Deco architecture dates to the building's origins. When the theater closed in the 1950s, it went through a period of about 30 or 40 years where it served a number of other businesses, including community organizations, and then was rehabbed by another former production company, and we bought it from the second production company to occupy this space. So the building really has come full circle, and it started as a movie theater and is now a multimedia production company.
It's really interesting. I've even noticed too, it looks like this is where they used to actually, the projection booth,
yeah,
correct?
That's the
right
projection
up there.
booth windows, and our studio is based on what was the screen wall for the theater. So we'll
Very
show you that
interesting.
a little bit later.
Awesome. So one of the things that I'm kind of an advocate of is if you want a message or a piece of content to spread, you have to make it very easy for the end user to be able to take that message and spread it, whether it's a media outlet or whether it's a blogger who's looking to republish content. You guys do something really interesting with that. What is that?
When we distribute editorial content, we do so in a number of different ways, and we've done a lot of research, hands-on research, not scientific, but enough to tell us we're doing it the right way, that we make it easy for a reporter on a deadline to get the information they need. So we distribute information both in a traditional format, tape-based, where we literally will FedEx a tape to a station or a media outlet, but we also, using sort of a custom-developed solution, our media center, available through MediaSourceTV.com, slice and dice content 36 different ways, and we make it available in video format, for example, in Windows Media, in QuickTime, in MPEG-3 and MPEG-4 files, both high-res and standard definition, web optimized as well as broadcast optimized. We make available still photos, we make available audio, we make available scripts. If you want to get your message out, make it easy for somebody to distribute your message.
So part of your business then is the distribution aspect, the actual, public relations. How has making the technology easier to consume benefited that side of the business? Have you seen like an increase in your productivity and your placements?
It's absolutely, it used to be that there were a very limited, finite number of outlets. You had typically 3 broadcast outlets, television outlets, in 210 roughly television markets. Now with Fox there's an additional station, but there's an infinite number of cable outlets. There's a vast number of niche media outlets that are available online, plus blogs and print publications and the like. I was reading last week that something like 1,000 newspapers and magazines failed in 2009. Probably 10 million online outlets for content distribution came online in the last 6 months.
Wow.
It really can be information overload, but it can also help spread your message and your story. And the key is really to have a relationship with somebody so it's presented credibly and authentically.
Excellent. Well, I want to thank you very much today. MediaSource is a very interesting firm, and I'm glad I got the tour.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Josh.